were very, very small. They never go out of style. They're always relevant in fashion, but Barefoot Dreams decided to put their own spin on it. So they did it in the CozyChic Ultra Light, which has that beautiful drape. You could absolutely tuck this in if you're maybe doing it with like your NYDJ jeans, you want to tuck it in. You could do that for sure, but if you want to leave it out and have that relaxed look with your joggers, that would be great too. A little bit of a drop shoulder, so that gives you that ease without being sloppy. Open placket, which I like that they did, because I feel like sometimes, most often, I get a polo and I never button it, but then it always lays weird because it's meant to be buttoned, even though you can unbutton it. And it's coming home at a sale price. So instead of $128, we're at $115.98. A sale price that we only have for shopping today. This is Shell. It's your soft pink. We also have Stone. It's a really light taupe. Here is Ocean Air, one of our newer colors. And if you really want it to be dressed up and dressy, maybe you're going for that Oxford. $29 a month on Easy Pay. We're down to our final $400 if you like the Oxford. And this is a style that we debuted less than a month ago, and we don't have a lot of the Oxford left to go around because 1,000 orders have been placed since it debuted at the beginning of June. By the way, talking about co-designing and how Barefoot Dreams and QVC have such a great relationship, this is a style that you can only get here at QVC.
Here. And I love this style so much. This is just easy classic piece that we all have in our wardrobe. And if you don't, I don't want to be pushy, but you need in your wardrobe. But it's a polo shirt like none other because it is done in the most luxe baby blanket soft material. And as you said, nothing stuffy about this at all, nothing traditional. This is done in a beautiful, drapey, relaxed, style. So it takes those classic elements and then it just relaxes them so effortlessly chic.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like your after 5 polo. Like you have your work polo, and then this is like the hanging out one.
Yeah.
But with Barefoot Dreams, even when you have something that is a little bit more relaxed, it never feels sloppy, and you're always paying attention to all the little details, especially for me with the collar.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in knitwear, when you have something with a collar, it just never lays right. Like it's like curling up, or it's weird. You guys found a way, and I don't know how you did it, to make it lay perfectly.
Yeah, it's got a nice density. It's not oversized, so it's not floppy. It's not flopping up. It just lays perfectly. And then it's so beautifully just goes down to that soft envelope overlapping placket. And I agree with you, Vanessa. I'm glad there's no buttons on it. This is super soft looking and sophisticated. And as you can see, perfectly frames if you'd like to show off your jewelry. And then that nice relaxed sleeve that just increases the comfort, gives sort of like California cool look. And then the short sleeve, by virtue of being on a drop shoulder, is more of an elbow length. I love that coverage. Love that coverage. You're still getting that breezy, airy look, but the coverage I love. And then you're getting a little casual rolled edge on the sleeve, sort of a beachy look. And then it's a little more of a squared shape, but it doesn't look boxy because the fabric is so soft and drapey. Little side slits on the side for ease of movement. And of course, that little tonal starfish logo, which is our logo at Barefoot Dreams. You've got micro ribbing around the bottom. So if you wear this untucked, it looks super polished. It doesn't look like you're wearing a traditional polo untucked.
No.
It looks super polished. But with that said, if you wanted to tuck it, I'll just do a faux tuck there. There's plenty of retail real estate to tuck it if you want to.
I mean, I feel like even if you wanted to do it with like a blazer, that would be a great look for you as well. With the $29 Easy Pay, your length, by the way, 22.5 to 27 inches long, depending on what size you bring home. Machine wash, tumble dry, so easy to care for. 3X through extra small. That Oxford. I mean, you're like, you need this top. I'm also like, you need that color.
I mean, that's gorgeous. Talk about for summer and a nautical look. Really, really rich.
With red pants. But then as we move into fall with like your chocolate tones, that would be really pretty, and your denim. These colors are stunning, but it's a style that's classic and timeless. And this is a luxury lifestyle brand if you've never met Barefoot Dreams before. So not only in terms of the fabric, but in terms of the look. Like when I see this look, I'm like, oh, she knows what she's doing. Right. She's got style. Yeah.
Because where else are you going to see a polo style pullover in this luxe fabric?
Right.
And I will tell you, when you wear Barefoot Dreams knits, and people see them. They don't know what that knit is because our knits are one of a kind. They're unique. And people will often come up to me and say, is it terry? Is it velvet? Is it velour? Well, it's a feather yarn knit, which means literally our yarns are feather shaped. They have a central core with feathery tendrils, and that's what gives that one-of-a-kind sensory-driven look and feel. So it's pampering against your skin, but also it gives a beautiful plush look. This is CozyChic Ultralight, which is our lightest, airiest knit, developed especially for the warmer months. But you're not going to pack this away.
No, you're not.
And it does have a slight luster thanks to that nylon viscose content. So we consider this our dressiest, most elevated fabric.
You can't miss this sale price,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is only happening if you're shopping today on a style that's only available here at QVC that everyone has been loving since we debuted it. You just have to choose your color. It's a style that you will never look at and be like,
Right.
I'm not sure why I brought that home.
Yeah.
It's classic, but it's a classic done the Barefoot Dreams way. This is your stone option, so if you love that light tan, ask for stone when you place your order. Ocean Air,
Ooh,
one of our newer
pretty.
colors for Barefoot Dreams, available. Here is the shell, so if you love what Liz has on, ask for shell when you place your order. And your final color choice is Oxford, and that has been a favorite. A 682-313, final 350 to go around. And this is that ultimate summer style. I mean, I think about I've never played golf, but I know people wear their polos to play golf and to do all those kind of things.
Yeah.
So it is a sporty look now, as well as a classic look. And the same way you style it with your Barefoot Dreams, do it with your joggers for a sportier look, but then also do it with trousers and blazers. So I don't think that there's ever a time that you're like, I can't wear this, whether you're dressed up or casual.
It's a timeless, always trend right top that just is easy to wear because, as you said, it goes with so many bottoms. But you won't find another style like this in this fabrication. And I do have to share a piece of trivia because I know you like hearing little tidbits.
I do.
When I was 13 years old in 1983, I wore not one but 2 polo shirts to the Michael Jackson Thriller concert.
Wait a minute.
They weren't real polos because we didn't have that in our budget. They were knockoffs. But I wore a pink one and a turquoise one. Both collars popped.
Wait, you went to the concert live?
At the same time, people, you were not alive maybe in
Yes,
1983.
I remember.
So
Well, and then it came back for a little while, the 2 at the same time. But wait a minute.
2 at one time and a glove.
I'm impressed with this. Also, you saw it live.
I saw it live. Also met Michael Jackson. That's a story for another time. A story for another time. I know I just dropped that. That's a story for another time. But yes, when I was 13 years old, I went to that concert. I wore 2 polo shirts with a color.
Did you faint?
Just
I know
about.
everyone always faints.
Just about.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to make you tell the story now, but